Hola Spain lovers, hola food lovers, and yes, I'm back at my local supermarket, the local Mercadona supermarket. I'm going to do a food review. I'm going to go in and buy some of their takeaway food. The second time that I have done a video like this. The last time it was more of a sit-down meal type of thing. I think I had salmon and vegetables and things like that. But this time I'm going for fast food. I'm going for some fried chicken, a burger, and a couple of rolls. So that's what I'm going to be trying today. And I'm going to see if the food in this place, the takeaway food in this place, is up to scratch. So let's go and buy the food and get stuck into the meal. All right, mission accomplished. Food has been bought. I've gone for a cheeseburger, burger con queso. I've also gone for a roll, Serranito, which I've tried before, but I'm going to be trying again. What else have we got in here? We've also got a, what's this one called? A vegetable roll or something like that, but with boiled ham, so you can see that there. There you go. And I've also gone for, as I said, the fried chicken. So I'm looking forward to this. And fortunately, all of the things that I wanted to eat today were available. Not always the case here. So let's go home and get stuck into the food. Now I'm ready to start the feast that I have in front of me here. The 1, 2, 3, 4 items that I bought. Obviously, I'm not going to be eating everything that I have here, but I'm going to give it a good crack, I'll tell you that. Sitting outside today in the back garden, a little bit overcast, a little bit humid, around 31, 32 degrees, I would say, but humidity levels quite high. Hopefully I won't get a wasp invasion or a fly invasion, fingers crossed for that. But the first thing I'm going to do is get all of the food out of the containers onto plates so we can have a better look at it, see if it does have decent presentation or not, and also what's inside the food. This I need to heat up, this I need to heat up, this I don't need to heat up, and also the fried chicken needs to be heated up. I've got the air fryer on standby, so I'm just going to whip those into the air fryer for a couple of minutes. I don't reckon I need to do any more than that, and then I can get stuck into the food. So as I said, the first thing I'm going to do is take all of the food out of the packets and put them onto plates, starting with the cheeseburger here. Let's see what it looks like. I'm going to say there's a lot of wrapping. We've got the box, we've also got this other wrapping paper here. Let's open this up, get these two now out of the way, put them over there, and get this onto the plate, and you can see what's going on here as far as a cheeseburger is concerned. Pretty flat cheeseburger, I will say. So that one will have to go into the air fryer. The next thing is this Serranito, which is a roll with various ingredients, or a sandwich with various ingredients inside it. I think there's chicken, I think there's capsicum or green peppers. I think there's also some sauces in there as well. So let's get this one open. Same type of packaging as the previous one. Let's open this one up, and that is what we are dealing with here. Get that out of the way, and we'll also get this onto a plate. Now that also needs to be heated up, so I'll get that out of the way. Now I'll get some chicken onto the plate as well. I went for the large size chicken, the pollo grande, as we can see here. Let's get this one out of the container if I can. There we go. Throw that over there as well. And I reckon we're going to go for here, excuse my fingers, we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of chicken. I reckon that'll be enough, and I'll leave the rest for my son, who absolutely loves fried chicken, as a lot of us do, right? So we've got that there. Now that also has to go into the air fryer, so I'm going to get that out of the way for the time being. And the final thing, which is going to be the first thing that I eat, because I don't have to heat this one up, so I can get stuck into this one right now. This is the brioche vegetal con jamón cocido, which translates to a vegetarian broche. Well, it's not really vegetarian because it's got ham in it, but that's one thing that you'll find here in Spain. A lot of the times you'll see sandwich vegetal or vegetable sandwich on the menu, but be careful because it'll have egg in it, it could have tuna in it, it could also have ham in it, which is the case here. So let's get this one onto the plate. Let's get this one out of the plastic packaging, and that is what we are dealing with here. So as I said, this is going to be the first thing that I dig into today. Let's open it up and see what we've got going on inside. We've got lettuce, we've got egg, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of egg. We've also got that boiled ham, or ham if you like. Is there any butter on the roll? No, there is not. And we've got mayonnaise as well. Now, I'm going to cut into this, give you guys a cross section so you can see what the cross section looks like there. Decent cross section, I will say. What do you reckon? Is that a decent cross section? Let me know what you think. Now, I think it's just started raining. I'm not going to get wet because I've got the awning, or whatever they call it, over me here, so I shouldn't be getting wet, but you might be able to hear the sound of rain in the background. Let's get stuck into this. Now, the egg seems to be uneven, seems to be on one side, so let's push the egg in the middle. Let's get stuck into this one and see what it's like. So the first thing you notice when you bite into this is the freshness of the lettuce, and I will say that everything in here seems to be very, very fresh. The roll's fresh, the lettuce is fresh, as I said, the egg is fresh, and the ham, I imagine, comes out of a packet, so can't really talk about the freshness there, but I like it. I reckon there's just about the perfect amount of ingredients in there. Nothing is overbearing. The right amount of egg, the right amount of lettuce, the right amount of mayonnaise, and the right amount of ham, the right amount of everything, I would say. Now, I'll just finish this piece off. I'm not going to eat the other half. I'll leave that for my son. Then I'll heat up the other things that I have here and get stuck into them. So let's go. So the first thing is down the hatch. Let's heat these things up in the air fryer, and I'll be back in a jiff. So this is the Mercadona version of a cheeseburger, and as you can see, a fairly simple burger we've got going on here. Resembles McDonald's cheeseburger, I'm not going to lie, maybe a little bit bigger. Those little mini cheeseburgers that they have at McDonald's. But what have we got? Well, we got the cheddar cheese, I would say, or I'm going to say cheddar cheese, that's what they call it here. It's probably not the authentic cheddar cheese, but you know what I mean, American cheese, whatever you want to call it nowadays. We've also got our burger patty. Let's see what else we've got going on inside here. The bread, not sure about that. There's no pickle, and we've also got some type of sauce action going on here as well. So I'll get a close-up of this so you can see that there. So that's what we've got going on here with this burger. The most important thing is going to be with the taste, but for the price, I'm not complaining. And I think also we've got another brioche bun going on here. So let's see how this burger shapes up. It's not bad. Will McDonald's be closing anytime soon because of this competition? I don't think so, but it's an edible burger. Decent flavour combinations, it seems fresh enough, can't complain. Now I'm also going to leave this bit for my son. I'll put it over here and go and get the other stuff from the air fryer. Now next up is the Serranito. You have to be able to roll your R's with the Serranito. It's a sandwich that apparently comes from the south of Spain, the Seville area, or Andalusia, somewhere down there, not sure exactly. It's a classic sandwich here in Spain that lots of bars and restaurants try to emulate. But anyway, let's have a look at what we've got inside. So first thing we can see is tomato. We can see Spanish ham. What else have we got going on under there? We've got pork loin as well. We've got some mayonnaise, I think, in there as well. Not a lot of mayonnaise, so it might be a little bit dry. And we've also got some green peppers, or capsicum as we say, which is a little bit scarce, I will say. They haven't gone overboard on any of the ingredients, I don't think. Well, we could say there's a lot of tomato in there, so we'll see. Now, I'm going to do a cross-section of this roll here. We're also going to listen for the scrapage. Sounds like nice bread. Sounds like nice bread indeed. And that's the cross-section that we are dealing with here. Check that out. You can see that there on the other camera as well, the cross-section there. All of the ingredients inside this roll. But the secret is going to be in the taste. Now, somebody told me that they changed the recipe of this. So the last time I ate one of these, I think I recorded a video, I can't remember. I think I did. So we'll see if this one is as good as the last one, if I can remember what the other one was like. So let's bite into this one. And is it just me, or is part of the new recipe change making these drier than they were before? I don't know. maybe they've cut back on the amount of mayonnaise they were putting in, or maybe there was another sauce going on in here, but I think there should be more mayo. But again, my personal opinion. Let's have another try. Yeah, so for me, a little bit too dry. I think there should be more moisture. I think that's one thing that they have changed. The rest of the ingredients seem to be the same. The pork loin, the ham, the green peppers, the tomato, and the same type of bread, but it seems drier. The flavors are okay, no complaints about that. It just doesn't have the moisture that I'm looking for. The bread's decent quality, no complaints about the bread. And as I said, no complaints about the rest of the ingredients, but a little bit too dry. And if Mercadona has tweaked the recipe, I want to know why. All right, so the Serranito done and dusted, or at least my half of this. Time for the chicken, and that's what I'm most looking forward to. Is it good fried chicken? We'll soon see. Now this is what I have been waiting for, the fried chicken. Coming from Australia, I love chicken. I think everyone in Australia loves chickens, except for maybe vegans or vegetarians don't like chicken, but the rest of us, we love chicken. So yeah, I'm going to say that the look of this fried chicken is okay. The coating looks decent. The question is it going to be as good as some of the fast food chains that do something similar here in Spain, the KFCs, the Popeyes, which have recently opened up where I live, or a couple of years ago opened up, and other places that do fried chicken very, very well. The smell, it smells authentic, so is it going to taste as good as it looks and as good as it smells? That's the question. Recently out of the air fryer, I've let it cool down a little bit because sometimes the air fryers can get things a little bit too hot in a very short amount of time. Fantastic invention. If you haven't got an air fryer, get one. I recommend it 100%, the air fryer, for cooking, for heating things up, and just basically as a kitchen appliance. Fantastic. Now the chicken has also come with a barbecue sauce. Not sure if it's going to be needed or not, but I'm going to open it just in case, and we'll see if the barbecue sauce adds something to the flavor of the chicken or not. Wet the whistle, and let's get stuck in to this chicken here. Let's take a bite. So the cut of the chicken, I reckon that's thigh. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is it thigh? I think it is because of the color of the chicken, and it's also quite juicy, I will say, and nothing better than a juicy chicken. And the coating is actually quite good. Don't know whether there's some secret herbs and spices in here, or whether they've copied another more famous recipe, but they've definitely got it right. And yeah, that is a fairly decent piece of chicken. I'm going to dip it into the sauce and see. So the question for me here is, can you eat the chicken on its own? Does it have enough flavor, or do you need the sauce? Well, the simple answer to that question is yes, you can eat this chicken on its own if you don't want all of the extra additives that you get out of that sauce. So don't worry about that. As I said, this is a fairly decent piece of fried chicken. It's been well fried. The flavors in the coating are pretty good. The chicken's well cooked. The chicken thigh is the part of the chicken that I like the most, the juiciest part of the chicken, and that's what we've got going on here. And I'm going to be honest, for a supermarket piece of fried chicken, this is pretty damn good. Done. Time to give my final thoughts on the food that I've eaten today. Stick around. So, time for my final thoughts. I'll show you guys the bill. The total price of all of the food that I had on the table today was €17.15. What do I think about the food that I have eaten today? Well, I'm going to say that in general, it's pretty good. I've got no complaints. Everything is fresh. I think it's made on the premises daily, and the quality of the food that this supermarket chain is putting out is pretty good. The first thing that I ate, that brioche roll, as I said during the video, was fresh. All of the ingredients, can't fault that in any way. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5, and for the price, I reckon it's fairly good. The second thing that I ate was the burger, Mercadona's version of the McDonald's cheeseburger, and for the price, €3. Again, no complaints. Was it the best burger I've ever had? No. Was it the worst burger I've ever had? It was a simple cheeseburger, and what you saw is what you got with that. So I'm going to give it a 3.8 out of 5. Next up was the classic Spanish sandwich, the Serranito, which as I mentioned, I think they've changed the recipe, so it's going to lose a few points for that. Could have used more mayonnaise, that would be my recommendation. In fact, other Serranitos that I have had here in Spain had more mayonnaise. They were juicier, more moist, if that expression exists, or moister, whatever you want to say. But that one there, a little bit dry in my opinion, and it's going to lose a few points, so I'm going to say 3.6, maybe 3.7 out of 5. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good, I don't think, as that one I ate a couple of years ago, which in my memory at least had more moisture to it. And the final thing I ate today was the deep fried chicken, southern style chicken if you like. If you're from the United States, that's southern style chicken. And again, was it as good as Popeyes? Maybe not. Was it as good as KFC's? I don't know, because I haven't eaten KFC for a long time, but that chicken was decent, and the serving size also for €6.50 I think was pretty good. I mean, I had 4 pieces of chicken on the plate. I've got another, don't know how many pieces over here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.5, let's say. So 9.5 pieces of chicken for the price, €6.50. I reckon it's fairly good. So a score for that one, I reckon 4.2, 4.3 out of 5, because it was pretty good. So my overall food experience today was a positive one. I liked the food from Mercadona supermarkets. I liked the last meals that I had, and I also liked the food that I ate today. I know what some people are going to say, Stuart, with this type of food, there's too many additives, but at least you can see what is in the food when you buy it, and you can make your own choices. And I'm not eating this stuff every day of the week, so for those people that are worried about my health, don't be. And again, if you go to KFC or McDonald's or Burger King or somewhere like that, they're not putting on the packet what is inside their food. You have to look it up online. So at least this supermarket chain is letting you know straight up front what is in the food, and you make your own decisions. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have been to the Mercadona supermarket and tried the takeaway food, let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. If you have tried any of the items that I ate today, also I'd love to hear your opinions on them. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Turn on notifications, and remember that subscribing doesn't cost a thing. Until the next video, hasta luego and buen provecho from the outskirts of Madrid.